shadows of summer's secret haunt. Summers were always a time of freedom and adventure, but one particular scorching summer, a series of inexplicable events unfolded, forever fetching fear into the fabric of those sunny days. It began innocuously enough, a quaint lakeside retreat where the sun glittered on the water, promising lazy afternoons and carefree moments. But as the days grew longer and the heat more oppressive, a strange unease settled upon us. One sweltering night, a power outage plunged the entire lakeside community into darkness. Initially brushed off as a routine blackout, unease crept in as hours ticked by and the electricity failed to return. The inky blackness seemed to amplify the silence, leaving us disoriented in the absence of familiar sounds. As we fumbled with flashlights, an eerie sensation of being watched descended upon us. Shadows danced along the edges of our vision, and whispers carried on the breeze, unintelligible yet hauntingly present. The night took a sinister turn when strange markings appeared etched into the sand near the lake, cryptic symbols that seemed to shimmer in the moonlight. They appeared overnight, unexplained and unsettling, igniting rumors of ancient rituals and supernatural forces. The following days blurred into a haze of rising tensions and inexplicable occurrences. Items vanished only to reappear in odd places. Footsteps echoed in empty hallways, and a pervasive feeling of dread hung in the humid air. Nights became a battleground between sleep and the unshakable feeling of being watched. The gentle rustling of leaves outside the window morphed into something more ominous, a presence that lingered just beyond the edge of perception. Then came the sighting. A figure standing motionless by the edge of the lake, illuminated by the moon's pale glow. Its form was indistinct, a silhouette that seemed to waver in and out of existence before vanishing into the night. Fear took hold, trapping us in a cycle of paranoia and uncertainty. With every passing day, the idyllic summer retreat transformed into a haunting landscape where reality and the unknown intertwined in the most chilling of ways. Even as the summer drew to a close and life resumed its usual rhythm, the memory of that eerie season lingered, a reminder that beneath the sunset and warmth, darkness can lurk in the most unexpected corners of our lives. The Night of the Screaming Tree. Summer nights were always my favorite, filled with a warm glow of fireflies, the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the comforting sound of crickets chirping in the chorus of the night. But one particular summer night, the familiar sounds of nature were replaced by an eerie silence that sent shivers down my spine. As a child, I spent summers at my grandparents' farm, a sprawling expanse of rolling hills and lush forests. It was a place of endless possibilities, where every corner held the promise of adventure. But on this particular night, the farm felt different, as if the darkness was hiding something sinister. It started with a dream, a vivid and disturbing image of a gnarled old tree with twisted branches, its leaves rustling in a ghostly wind. The tree seemed to pulsate with evil energy, its presence filling me with a sense of dread. I woke up with a start, the dream still fresh in my mind. As I lay in bed, trying to shake off the unsettling feeling, I heard a faint sound outside my window. It was a low, mournful wail, like the cry of a wounded animal. Curiosity got the better of me, and I cautiously crept out of bed and peered out my window. The moon was casting an eerie glow over the farm, and the trees seemed to dance in the shadows. There, in the distance, I saw the tree from my dream, its branches silhouetted against the moonlight. As I watched, the tree began to shake, its leaves swirling in a frenzy. The mournful wail grew louder, piercing the stillness of the night. Suddenly, the tree's branches elongated, reaching out like skeletal fingers, clawing at the air. I froze in terror, my heart pounding in my chest. The tree's branches were inches from my window, its leaves brushing against the glass. I could hear a whisper coming from the tree, a chilling voice that echoed in my mind. "Come to me," it whispered. "Come and play." I pulled back from the window, my body trembling with fear. The tree's presence was overwhelming, its evil energy radiating outward. I knew I had to get away, but my feet felt rooted to the spot. Just when I thought I couldn't bear it any longer, a rooster crowed in the distance. The tree's branches recoiled, and the mournful wail faded into the night. I sank to my knees, my body drenched in sweat, my mind reeling from what I had witnessed. The next morning, I told my grandparents about what happened, but they dismissed it as a bad dream. I knew better. The tree was real, and its evil presence still lingered in my mind. I never went near that tree again, and the sound of a screaming tree still haunts my nightmares to this day. The experience taught me that darkness can hold unimaginable horrors, and that sometimes the things we fear in our dreams are too real to be ignored. The Whispering Pool. My childhood summers were spent at my grandparents' lake house, a tranquil haven nestled amidst towering pines and a shimmering expanse of water. The lake was my playground, a place where I spent countless hours swimming, fishing, and exploring the hidden coves and inlets. One particular hot summer day, I decided to venture to a part of the lake I hadn't explored before. It was a secluded spot, hidden away from the usual swimming and boating areas. As I approached, I noticed a small pool of water, its surface eerily still and reflecting the trees overhead like a distorted mirror. Despite an inexplicable feeling of unease, I decided to take a closer look. As I knelt down by the pool, I noticed a faint whispering sound coming from the water. It was a low, sibilant murmur, as if someone was speaking in a language I couldn't understand. I leaned closer, straining to hear the words. The whispering grew louder, and I could make out a few fragments of speech. They were ominous words, filled with a sense of dread and warning. A chill ran down my spine as I realized that the pool was not just a body of water. It was a gateway to something dark and sinister. The whispering was a beckoning, an invitation to enter a world that was better left undisturbed. I scrambled back from the pool, my heart pounding in my chest. The whispering grew louder, echoing in my mind like a haunting melody. I knew I had to get away from that place, and I didn't dare look back. I ran as fast as I could, the whispering fading behind me. But the image of the pool and the eerie sounds of the whispers remained etched in my mind, a chilling reminder of the hidden dangers that lurk beneath the surface of seemingly peaceful places. I never returned to that part of the lake again, and the whispering pool became a local legend, a cautionary tale whispered among the children of the area.